Once upon a time, John MacIver and his wife Catherine lived in a little cottage. Every morning, John came out and fed the chickens. Here, chick, 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 here, chick, 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 chick. And then he washed his face. Just then, Catherine called to John, "Breakfast and chores to be done." She felt that John was a little lazy, and that was the reason why they were so poor. Well, perhaps he was a little forgetful sometimes. So, Catherine had to remind him. How? That there was work to be done. Meanwhile, not far away, two gnomes, two funny little forest people, were having a contest. Who could stamp the deepest hole in the ground? A round hole or a square one? A deep one. So first, Thistle Whistle tried. He tried again. That's not so deep. And again. "Now watch me," said Galmus. "Now watch me." John said goodbye to Catherine and told her that he would, he'd do something to make a lot of money, but he really didn't know just what. Out in the woods, John heard funny noises. He looked, and he ran. Well, of course, it was the gnomes. Galmus had stamped so hard he had disappeared into the ground. Both the little gnomes were helpless. "Oh, that's funny," said John. "If I help you, will you give me gold?" he asked. "Oh, more than that. We'll give you 3 wishes. 3 wishes? For anything I like? Oh, wonderful." Oh, boy, so with great joy, John helped them out and rushed home to tell Catherine. Catherine, we'll be rich, Catherine, oh, Catherine." Oh, poor Catherine. Stuck in the ground, gnomes, forest, stuck, I help, oh dear. "Now sit down, John," said Catherine. Oh, and she prayed that John was not out of his mind. "Now be calm, have some supper, have something, oh, just anything, but be calm." "Catherine, I helped some gnomes in the forest and they granted me 3 wishes. 3 wishes? When Catherine finally realized what had happened, she began planning how they would use the wishes. Oh, she would have a castle and a coach and rings and diamonds and beautiful clothes and hundreds of servants, and kings and queens would come to visit them. "And I'll have a magic axe," cried John, "a magic axe." "Oh, that's silly," said Catherine, and she grabbed a broom and chased him across the room. John was frightened, and he begged her to be quiet. Oh, he begged her to be quiet, and then he took the broom away from her. And Catherine began to cry. Poor John, he didn't know what to do. "Oh dear, our supper, it's burning, it's burning. Oh dear, look, they're all burned." "Well, never mind," said Catherine. "With a little scraping, the pancakes will be as good as new. Wish I had some sausages." Oh, sausages. Now, wasted one of our wishes, John. Oh, I wish they'd stuck to your nose. Oh. What'll we do now? A tinker entered and told them he would mend their pots and pans, sweep the chimney, clean the hearth, and... Sausages? On his nose? And when the tinker learned that the sausages wouldn't come off, he laughed and he rushed out to tell all the townspeople. Oh dear, what do we do now? Well, pretend it's something you're wearing, said Catherine. That's it, like that. And a friar came to sympathize with... Oh, just everyone was being told the news. Sausages stuck to his nose. Sausages stuck to his nose. After the alchemist arrived, the physician examined John's nose. Huh? Perfectly sound. Then the butcher made a test. Sausages are good. The alchemist said, cut it off. But Catherine objected. No, 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 they said just the sausages. So the physician raised his arm. Wham! My nose feels lighter. One sausage is off. Wham! 2 sausages are off. Then a very odd thing happened. The sausages grew back on, more and more, until they were down over the edge of the table and onto the floor. Let's pull them off, cried the butcher. So they all tugged and heaved, but the sausages grew longer and longer. Oh, John, I wish the sausages off. Ah, hooray, hooray. Of course, John's nose was a little bit longer. Everyone sang and danced, and John and Catherine lived happily ever after.